Good morning. Thank you to everybody who watched the video last week of our children's lesson. This week we're going to be having another story, and there are actually two different craft options for you guys to do. One is a coloring page and one will be a craft that you can make using a few different materials that you can find around your house. So this week we're going to be reading The Everything Seed, A Story of Beginnings. And this book I thought was a great choice for this week because I know a lot of you are starting the new school year on Monday, so it is a time of new beginnings, especially because we're starting school in a way that we never have before. So I'm going to read this story to you. Have you ever watched a seed grow? Have you ever noticed how it begins? So small, so still, so quiet, like a gift wanting to be opened. And how slowly it wakes up, begins to unfold, growing into something larger. And larger, and larger. Then you know that whatever comes from a seed usually ends up looking very little like the seed it came from, which is also true of the very first seed. Once, long, long ago, way back before the beginning, so long ago, there was no such thing as time, because there was no one there to count it. Everywhere was a huge, deep, mysterious place, like something waiting to happen. There were no stars, no sun or moon. There was no place like Earth, not a drop of water or a single tree or rock or flower, and no living beings anywhere. But in that deep, waiting space was hidden the tiniest point of something no bigger than a seed. It was not a flower seed. It was not an oak tree seed. It was not a seed of corn, although all those things were included in the seed. You might call it an everything seed, because that is what it became. No one knows where that seed came from, or how it was planted, or how it knew, in the way only seeds seem to know, how long to wait for just the right moment to sprout and grow. But all at once, this tiny seed, cradled and nourished in the rich soil of space, woke up, broke open, and began to unfold. Unfolding, unfolding, and blossoming forth into an enormous blazing ball of bright light. Like a great-grandmother's son. The universe was born. Out fluttered the galaxies like a storm of snowflakes swirling. And out of those star clouds whirled our own star, the one we call the sun, and our earth, and our moon, and all the round spinning planets we have learned to name. And this is the secret of that tiny seed. You and I were there in the very beginning. Just as the idea for each leaf on a big oak tree lies hidden inside an acorn. We were there with all the stars and planets, all the rocks and oceans, plants and animals and people. Everything that is now, ever was, or will ever be, was inside that first tiny seed. So whenever you hold a seed in your hand and wonder what it could become, imagine how you and all that is here once came from the tiniest speck of the everything seed, before it sprouted and grew, long, long ago, in the way back beginning of time. Now, if this were an ordinary story, it would end right here. But this story of the universe keeps unfolding. What once began in a blazing blossom of light continues every day. New stars sprout open in the deep soil of space. New plants and animals appear on Earth. Seeds of many kinds are scattered everywhere. To help us remember, and new people are born every day with the spark of that first light still alive and burning deep inside, waiting, like the everything seed, to shine in ways that are yet to be known. The end. Okay, so I am going to post the craft for you to make. This is one of the options for the craft that I made. And all you need to make this is a paper cup and 2 pieces of paper. I used construction paper, but you can use white paper and just color it the way you want it to be colored. And then you just need some glue and you need scissors. So you can make this at home. And if you make it, send me a picture of it on Facebook and I will send you a treat in the mail. And I will also post a coloring page that your parents can print out for you if you don't have the materials to make this craft. Also, tune into our Facebook Live of the service this morning, and I will be reading the affirmation and the prayer for the children this morning. Thank you.